Sin gaibh na manager na Lena Sadiku agus Eva Ola did hoiseach iad a game shows mar híisiú na cléisterin a Chinamach iad a farca a dras a géisling beach go bharach fo Emma Hunter a has them hoof. Emma, we're seeing the teams lining up here, heading out onto the pitch. It's such a massive match here today, a really intriguing one. How important though is the first goal going to be? Because we saw second last game of last season, Celtic came here, high pressing situation, they got that early goal. How important is it?
Yeah, especially from a Hearts perspective, they'll be looking to make sure that they don't, give away an early opportunity or an early goal, stay in the game as long as possible, and then they can start to grow in confidence. I think as soon as the first goal goes in, you've got momentum, a bit of confidence in that situation. So yeah, I think Hearts especially will be looking to make sure that they don't concede early, they stay in the game, whereas I think Celtic will come out and try and get that early goal. So yeah, I think that'll be a critical point, is probably the first 10 to 15 minutes, and see how the game pans out, and each team will build on that confidence.
A couple of words, any score prediction?
Well, I think
quickly.
Today, I think a draw. I'm going to go for a draw. There's a lot of changes in both squads, so I'm just going to go for a score draw.
Brilliant, Emma. Thank you so much. Agus bhfuil a drás mar a híisiú na cloicheadar an cabhór déisial son a game shows mar sin héiting in isisiú. Gúrneach Adish, Alec O'Henley.
O'r yn tang y fi'n chael, agos ffisgar ffawn ffawd ac yn y sio yn dyneidion, gyma cwn, agos mae'r asyn i fi clwyn jyn arach yn gylio'r as na sgipi yn Hearts y siwlt yn cedd arach yn fan y skipper yn y gronchedd parti Thistle, Rachel, Nikian, a Lewis, sy'n ystyrioedd yn y pwysg, basio fi ag Celtic, Lauren Wade, Kayla Jardine, agos Julie Andrews, na tri arach yn ila, a sy'n ystyrioedd yn mian y path gyda gaisen. Agus is on Celtic, tri arach yn fan y skipper chael gach yn ynydd the FC20, mian na Siachgain, na Pelican Karsten, Signa, agus Mathilde, y China Stay, called the Maria McEnany, agus Celia Barkley, Murphy Agnew, agus Susan Noonan, the two that ha tuchtum van a pingi. Amy Gallagher, fat to the east, Harois the squad, me and a Siachgain, you hide the vengi, you Jew. Hearts adol gana Chergalachke Marha, agus Biasan is on Tukalid, Vua Yvachka, no Partick Thistle. Get the version of the crew, Hosling of Van Dijk. In the Jack in Sahan, Cheton in Sahan, Bailey Hutchison, good if who's that the Larsen. And his Bisha Doch is final evening turn. The Yeshuju, I guess the Kerkel like Celtic. Shannon McGregor, Dream Dane. I guess Gutishavika Makutsamach is on Celtic. Jew, El Kilor is fine Pearl. It's on Hibs and the Hearts, not a very cliche Geisen. Each of that can you Jew Ryan Kennedy. Good taich this Vicky Allen, Hannah McLean, I guess Kerev Offakich, John Fairley, I guess that's in Jishal, son of game of Kuto, Billy Hutchison, the Spoch, the Miana Pathke, it's on Hearts. I guess Lisa Robertson, Sharon Wicket at Celtic, could have really machen a clear, I guess a vintage, Hearts of Fiachin, the Kuchimuk the Elena Giannic Celtic, Karstens. Paul Riemach, Isha Dave Hall, Matilda Carsons, Emma Brownlee, skipper the carts, Maris Asht, the live yesh, to Rue the Miang. Path gedrast, Amasach Gavil Celtic the Golko, Kerad like a cool, the Jewish and the Smuina match, and Drew the Avishach of the Saka, Eli Shore, a good to give Kutzmach, Son Hearts by Fear Van, I Thistle, Jerry Hack and Sakai. Ross. Dash gaan klikken dan Gianna, Bruna Costa, klikken live Glee, Emma Lawton, Eduse, Caitlin Hayes, I guess Kelly Clark. Asavia is here too. Caitlin Hayes, Shinamach, Mr. Hyundai, Morgan Cross, Estella, Emma Hunter of Oscodham. Interesting, Emma, that Celtic have changed their certainly their tactical approach to this game, going with 4 at the back when they usually play with 3.
Yeah, we were just debating that at the very start. It looks like they've gone for a back 4, and I think they've only done that once so far this season, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
Drasta Cormac hier deur Paini Darkus Maria McEnany Lishanur play Caschley. And that was more than a presentable opportunity, possibly too early. She wasn't quite up to match sharpness, Maria McEnany, but she'd be looking to get that on target at least.
Yeah, she's got a really good strike on her, and actually she came on in the second half on Tuesday, trying to make an impact. But yeah, she's got a really good strike from the edge of the box, so that's something that Hearts really need to be aware of.
Here's Ravig. There's on Hearts. Agus níl réite de púlach tálaite le mar a hat gal vrepe mach a sjostele Hearts a chluche mach wanna volk se vikach geheen agus chunnesin an uit Thistleage de gach in se gaike Giel got a trasse game kasonrichtje. Kelsey Docherty got a groen Havely and Mats again vision in the 20 a Purinji Gayu Chumalamach. Get the vaak game vision. Gama fast hier het leven miakjes va UTV de goal 2-2 va 20 pikken a stanje maar ga je game door dus Celtic is see dash Karen na féidir na dúte chéan ára. McGregor, tún daga falla of Lisa Robertson, Miana Parkis, ga opprige gadash. Bruna Costa. Agus nar a báil like Celtic at the dod asco trúd a Emma Lawton na fiechan di púchtach suas é dúsa. Shanna McGregor a fine pick and roomach nur i chud a dúirt fé mi Chile gadash. We're seeing 4 at the back, Emma, but it's interesting that when Celtic are in possession, they go to a 3 and Emma Lawton is pushing right up the right-hand side. That's
exactly what they're doing. Emma's getting that freedom to get much higher up the pitch, which is very good at. And they know that she's got that recovery as well.
You shouldn't be in the path, give out Natalie Ross. Caitlin Hayes, die zochtige kroontje Shias ek goeles on Celtic. Kelly Clark's constant close at McCunniff. Colloch de Morgan Cross de jet ultrana Vianya Canoyes and Celtic Emma Lawton. Ja can define a fall of a Giishach. Lisa Robertson as a rator. Julie Andrews, Hannick Farnapingi and Thistle. Yes, Morgan Cross. Could Kuchum. Lizzie Waldy, Lawton come out tight there. Shin has to stay. Morgan Cross, Fiechan the room, you know. I know that the is there, Eli Shore is Waldy, had guy in a follow but Brownlee, with a live-ish. Monica Forsyth, Savish, McInerney, Kustat Orsha. Ina Sadiku, he is fine. Kind of freaker, just Jewish. Game vision a howl me and the Shakin Yagrakel. Torty Unsaki and now when a game in 20. Maar Goulshin run a game and Yellis Minion Kadishin Pui, the game sach. Doon dan Kutsumach, Binyku game, a showy game Yorpach. Evo lead Hortigadisha Gamor. Rutikin as a game set. McInerney, Suisco Carsons. Ross, Ashko Clark. Signe Carsons. Suisco Shanna McGregor, Fiechan the tune that Michael Waldy at Levy, Nava, Fanjergait. Husband. Skipper, Opera gemacht van een goal. Lisa Robertson. Je kunt brood gaan doen waar. Gaan door een een Suisse lijnen. Bekend de haringen dasher, Reogalas, je zuur de pesant te hard. Charts got Hukal, me and a path get. Carstens, tune de mee aan de paal. Geveeg in de gezoos go Morgan Cross. Ach, Shachat Orisje. Waldy. Oh, nacht wel Levy. Maar je de game lot. En toen ik die pas at de chien. Morgan Cross de dash. Go Natalie Ross. Clark le ball na satje, agus rééis sinna chanile fatike de oras on Morgan Cross chudraie. And again, Emma, it's a very fluid kind of setup from Celtic. Morgan Cross nominally starting on the right side, but again, when they're in possession, she's the one that's going through the centre.
Yeah, and I think Celtic are doing a lot already in that little rotations and movement, and they're dropping into spaces that it's making it difficult for Hearts to pick up.
Is game Lisa Robertson Kafaki and Ocean, agus Rachel Johnson Kucha Savalug Bre Boschank ach Morgan Cross the eerste Kuchum prachtig Suas en met Tuxen Cassandra maar op bouw de maag ach Celtic is gegaan te Celtic Kafaki Lawton Senegal Cross the spel maar de vaig we zijn meer een schach en Che en een klikje dan een pair of Celtic een leidje Carstens I guess you see me loyal voet beschut game of the Haring Idash Lisa Robertson was the player of the game last week Emma and she's going to be a key player former Celt of course going to be crucial in that midfield area.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the type of player she is. She's a battler, she wants to be involved in the game all the time and she'll try and break up play as much as possible. I think she's been a great signing for Hearts since she's come in, and the pairing with her and Ailey Shore in the middle is certainly strengthened that Hearts midfield for sure.
Ailey Shore gemap Efakaks again we in the Thistle. I guess Hutchison, I guess Caitlin Hayes is 3 in a wheel se ook sit. Look at that public hier on the Binnenke Wachtelchen. Waldy, viechen die vochtige daar Suez go Andrews, ach Blistia go Morgan Cross. Ik look at the hannig voor Tupper na maar pick and Herkenen go Celtic. Shanna McGregor. Look at the Hibs, Doutele Val Kus, Shanna Lucal Lauren Wade de Gutch Whipper. Sure, Tjena klikt dan aan ik wel op er een hard zei Daurik. 4 van mee aan de paadje. Robertson, agus Natalie Ross, Gish, Gema Fachpashach, ui. Robertson le Paulart. Hayes, viechen die gronke gedash, agus gemige kutje van Kelly Clark, Blissia Kawed, agus gepudding je nerp. Come she is, but just that high ball, a bit of uncertainty in the Celtic defence, Emma, and maybe Lauren Wade should have done better with that final effort.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's the way to try and get in behind Celtic, and you've seen that when they played on Tuesday night that they got caught out with a long ball in behind them. So for me, I think as long as Hearts mix it up and they do try that at times and try and get in behind them, and you've got Bailey Hutchison as well, she'll latch on to anything. So yeah, if they try that now and again, I know they like to play through the thirds, but I think the long ball will definitely test that Celtic defence.
Daar skippen, Fiachin Kachagela mag tra se game, mag die is ja Blistia Morgan Cross, Aisha Kamalua, nach haar en husband Kjast Gelua die Chintarsing, se Chile de Cheval. Dat ook hele had je nou 4 uur te zakken niet zo zegt een giek Jana gever na Carly Gerzoli daar kan je jiesje weer de kostige men gewoon mag ze dan nog organ deze Cross agus zo me gede gechien voor het de Celtic en ze die goed Gewoon tu 30 minuten tron een game. Ik kan maar spel en ha. Ik wou lead han na sochkrige. Ze ook zijn techniek gillen. Ju skill is Kila Jardine via in de Blistia gevallen Monica Forsyth kutje gauwlen. McEnany. Chown de Shalina. I guess Forsyth toen kien naar gaan naar Zatjes was de lijnen. Bruna Costa, glychad the Portugal, and it was Sporting Lisbon. Dawrig, gasgwylig Tarsin Gohes. The Shul catcher o Lawton ach an ocean run go Ashko Doherty. McGregor, yes, fiach na Cheval the goal was it Clifford ach va Wade Sarant or it. Got a do like Costa the Shishin. Clark and Ocean to Kafa Gainzus go cross ach. Cool Carstens, Toki McInerney akata. This Chad Ashek, Mathilda Carstens, I say fine, you fall up for Eli Shorach, Shore, Genaman, Ocean up this Yak across. Eiter Gish, look at that, for me to be fine, Kilachasho. I guess husband of the Ish. Shilting Njerst. I guess Cunyak get of out. Robertson big and it's cool away. Toch fast whip is it. Cheetah Caitlin Hayes. Lawton. Robertson. Game Kachlicha Kiat Miles and Oa the Drast. Game's being played at a pretty hectic pace at the moment, Emma.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You can see both teams are really playing quite frantically. The press is really aggressive. The counter pressing is really aggressive. So yeah, it's made it quite a frantic start.
Cross the Genokinach nach Brownlee Shinsu. Just going back a couple of moments earlier, Emma. Erin Husband has impressed me. She's a young player, but she's just there in that instance there. She showed great composure, strength, just to snuff out the danger that the Celtic were posing.
Yeah, she's a really promising future player. I had the privilege of coaching her last season when she was in the academy with her under-18s team. And given the opportunity, I think probably with Carly's injury as well, she's stepped in and such a young player to have that much composure on the ball. She's physical, she's really strong, and it's very rarely you can outrun her as well. So yeah, she's really impressed me since going in as well.
Moldy, stick of Julie Andrews. Yes. Oh, like Emma Brownlee, Duval. Karan get the Jivashin Suisco Jardine. The Santa Gustachas Gita. Cashin Hoorach, Havore the Chlochus. That's the fair this year. He had Chorum Kerst kind of game. Skip het Jew Hul hoort to the Gele. As Beatanish going the Stronja 9 at Hoshach. Ball fat drops of a Kelly Clark. Like any low Kilioris and fine Kishin. Morgan Cross Howley Dushin Kuchach. Dashko Carstens. Monica Forsyth. Gal Ruin Savalchit. Ash. Skipper rechtjes en Ocean go. Mitchell Johnson le had of licht sig aan de drie Marvag Celtic. Hadden we Tayachke aan de Balalan aan de Lewis. Signe Carstens hier toe Karantrouw. Maar is Jardine Gaguch Wipe Andrews. Die eigenlijk los het geskippeld is. Voor naar de vliesje van Emma Lawton, Lauren Wade, Tuchia, Lizzie Waldy. Ja, Chien in de coole kata. Is een baaltje Grawash, Kelsey Doherty. Vechen die Kemtje gehoog krijgen Shias bekan. Stoei. Toch gemal door. Cross hier toe. Vechen die ene vallen voor husband de gediest. Hij leegt Jeva Fenergi. Nescha Rumak. Morgan Cross. Carstens McKenna. Duval. bí agus dé Emma Lawton rééis seoid ar héana as Wade agus rinne má cas ein as a rád ar an Wade. Boshain de Celtic atá agus McEnany sin an áchan an dúsa. Emma Lawton Shilting chunant éise muí suas a laimhhéis. Agus seo fear a bhfuil Celtic chunantach le Bruna agus Caitlin Hayes, Kelly Clark gula féu is se bhla do leon tarsing. McEnany gal lúp agus le caschlí. Archer go leorad gamas a Hayes. Agus, well, I'm going to do with Kelly Clark on a shin. It was a big looping header there from Caitlin Hayes. It could have dropped in, but she was probably looking for Kelly Clark, her captain, maybe to get in the end of that.
Yeah, it looks like that's what she was trying to do, just get it back into that dangerous area, and Kelly was in there to try and get on it, but just slightly too much on it. Noticing that Lisa's marking Caitlin in there, so it's maybe for physicality reasons she's trying to disrupt Caitlin in there, but maybe they just need to be mindful of that as well.
Lawton, so go cross, agus Natalie Ross go skúlig, agus nasal amach go McEnany drips an be darach a blach and a michtach and a Rachel Johnson nach Kumal Gray mid. That's a bit more flowing from Celtic this time. McEnany gets it on target, but it's straight at Rachel Johnson.
Yeah, another chance for McEnany again. Maybe could have done slightly better and worked Rachel that little bit more, but I think the movement of Morgan Cross almost, because she's not naturally a striker, she's moving around the pitch quite a lot, going into channels, and she's actually freeing up a lot of opportunities for runners in behind and beyond her.
McGregor, big Lawton, going to first the cool, I guess, Bal, the Dolomach.
I think as well, Hearts maybe need to figure this one out, because you can see Bruna on the other side. She's just staying defensively to try and make sure that she's protecting, but Emma's obviously getting a lot of freedom to go forward, and it's creating maybe sometimes 2v1s on the right-hand side, so Hearts need to figure that one out and manage it effectively.
Wille Jardine Jinema, hippie bal at the goal, ach Hannes to the goal amach. Ja, Celtic Jinu Kinya gekomen met Hearts down se leeg geheen. Cross. Tegen de tune dat je daar de volkse. I guess gepast het cool Lawton. Johnston. There's Lisa Robertson. Had de show op de gukke maat, zoals ze vaak Hearts. Hier toe over Waldi Kataka Akel. Hearts will be happy the way they're wedded to this, playing it out from the back, very deep in their own area, and they play it out so well up into the midfield, but then it kind of goes wrong for them. That was a feature of the game last week against Thistle as well. Yeah, they're definitely a team that like to play out the back and play through the thirds, but I think, yeah, when it comes to the middle, to the final third, they're struggling a little bit to try and combine, so it's something that they definitely need to work on. I think Jolie and Bailey Hutchin have got a lot of space in front of the back four. They become a back four when they defend Celtic, so they need to find more pockets and get runners in behind Celtic. Lawton. Kus roi'n eich McCunniv. Cross the issue team Donach and you lech Alec Robertson. To the issue chat, Jonach Gilliard, passing in a flickemach van a cool to Hilda Boyle short. Vast zoals me aan paadje. Andrews hier toe in een sjarige daar pas gaat Jadash de Shannon McGregor. Robertson. Can you Paul Art of a fiach in the Shannon Vishako Jardine. Drach fast for Shannon McGregor. I like Kayla Jardine. Cormac is in a suicide on a shock at that. I can just dinner was to the deuce again a fat for a tall room at Celtic. So it was interesting looking at the coaches, Emma, and one here Lena is very vociferous and Eva's more quiet, contemplative.
Yeah, I seen Eva up there giving instructions there, so she's usually, you know, like you said, quite quiet and maybe leaves her information for half time, but there's obviously a few things that she's looking to tweak in there, and I think because Celtic are doing probably something slightly different to what they thought they were going to do pre-game, she's maybe having to adjust things slightly.
Leer Sleet van hier le, is haast te veel. Zijn hier tul. Cross is collig routigen again on Celtic side. Fine Suris they're gonna box to the east. I guess he may get an husband to the east fine gaan shin. Mas Pritschga go click at the Celtic. Costa. Dash. Costa. Thilde Carstens. Counter het in hoe ze alleen naar Garoba. Maken any in de koele. Sacha drops the Suezka cross. Gregor Ashina Casamachas on Smach Gain of the Val. Ross. Costa initially Paul Nasacha the East Coin. Son Morgan cross through Adela. And husband Harsing. Kenany Paul Tra. I guess Lawton. Zit toch maar erin in de worstklap. Ik kan echt kennen dat via die toe line. Levision is still going to box it. They count. Lawton Lishoner. And again, Emma, we've highlighted Erin Husband already. She does well to get back here and just has that instinct which she really can't coach. She's got almost got another sense to know where the danger is.
Yeah, it's something that we identified in the academy. It's that ability to read the game and the situations. It's something that you know, you're almost born with that gift almost. But I think it's something as a centre back you need to have now in the game, is that she's able to get tight and put pressure on. But what she can do, she can recover if she gets turned or the ball gets threaded in behind her. So that physicality as well in terms of that recovery and her pace is great to see.
Many hearts Matt Gray moet hem al horen, maar als je een vechtje in een alpen, maar is klik het aan een talent bij het halen geval af. Wat niet heen het je maar van een keer rash Celtic bo Partick Thistle. Zo McGiddick, Chin for Waldy, voor mij gewoon eens tijd. Rachel Johnson en Schulting Kali keer in de klikje dan echt je goal. Ze pas kan de luchtjas in te Brownlee. Hier shot is een maak het op. So Robertson. Echt goed jeolish. Ga heel digger dash. Sure. Andrews, and ik wil Glentoren in Downry. Valve Robertson, shot caught him the Wald Eagle. Zo is de lijn verkleed. Gregor het spikkend te vietje gaat. Goed geweest, kummel het al. Thought Lizzie Waldy might have carried on there, but it was a free kick.
Yeah, I think she just lost her momentum there, and yeah, maybe just a free kick, and because she didn't have the advantage of play, the referee decided to give it.
Line Tarsing of ook Celtic. I guess Gilliard who is a card Skuchuk. So Robertson. Loopigestjach, Kelly Clark, fine count van een wheel. Dan is Emma Lawton. Duval gaan alleen het Gian. Via de fijn zoals de lijn nog redelijk shore staat daar. Ross, Dashka McEnany en Luring Jachtje. Ook al zoals de lijn is, gaan je tienje naar Erin Husband. Robertson. Andrews Duval, Gascula Mach, Federal Room with the Jack Waldy. Hutchison. Robertson, almost still here. Orton Kavinik Senior. I guess the room show like Natalie Ross. Jamachas and Celtic. Matilda Carson to Ashko Costa. Barclay, Suez McGregor. Lawton McLaughlin via in de room enige heen nach Wade is een kienjach nach enige Suez de lijnen. Lizzie Waldy kennen, tjach, wil game de weer vliegje kaster aan al de hoek. Ik weet jullie goed die en hoe zo. Is het eerst husband go Kuhn siga scoper gemaakt van een goed. Brownlee, Paul Nasatje, wat het hasje Hutchison en lijn gewoon een shin. Bal tuurlijk Shachat McGregor, husband Kahili Duval Hutchison. En is een motion Jardine fijne coole lijnen. En is hier third. Tarakac voor Hearts wat Gierig Kelsey Doherty. Again, it's good anticipation in midfield, and Kayla Jardine just needed to get that final effort more into the corner.
Yeah, it was a really good opportunity for Hearts there to take advantage. A great little reverse ball by Bailey Hutchison, and maybe Kayla Jardine just too far away, taking it on her left foot. But yeah, a really good chance there for Hearts.
McEnany. Matilda Carson's de cool tegen de Anja Lasko McEnany. Hoe die route is, hoe die prak man en Delina en Kuchuk. Balchen de wat het Hoshach Robertson. Art voor Hayes. A toechtige shin. We laten nog hij fijn aslish. Balke jarige dash. Agus en Justinus de Voxers on Celtic. Monica first life guy in the follow-up. Natalie Ross. Kumal Robertson Vuipa. Karsten Sadashko McEnany. Sanduring Yishina Kumal Bestjech. Lina Sadiku with the Vikama Powell. Minjina Gu. Had the duel. Mission kunnen klikken aan echtje. Jardine, Juice Skillen. I guess the motion of the Lekal. Me and the Pathke. Drummelen in de lentel. Laat veel jachen en glasgoed jachen ze gaan. I guess drummelen een show ju kutjak. Daar skippen. Tjach kollig de senjoentje. Viechen de show. Roeien mag gaan als game. Hutchison, viechen de gronke weer Ashko Jardine. Die is gaat putting je smaak gaan in het. I guess hij de Signe Carson se likken like een naam. Fair to say, Emma, that both sides have pretty much cancelled each other out so far.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to work out who would be the happiest manager. I'd probably say Eva at this moment in time, in terms of maybe just keeping Celtic at bay. Not had many clear-cut chances so far. Just need to be mindful at times how they can create more chances as well. This final balls here and the support aren't quite working for Hearts. So yeah, Celtic have had slightly more possession, but I'd say that Eva would be quite happy with the performance so far.
De kennis leerde de goal. Misschien Kasten hoerig de goal kan leeuwen. Shechat Andrews, he's Tolly Chisholly Killamach. Lawton come McGregor, Paltuli Kidashiki, Lawton Chinama, Hookal Susalina, go crosses. Fiachan Norsen the cool husband, Achadish, Shay Lodge at Gilliorson, Shinley, Hazine a fellow of a Hunot. Side the Ashko Johnson. Trips it, took a bow, Ard the Max, Fishin, Lechorum to Shannon McGregor, Lechorum I the Gal, Krisha Bowl is the call across. I guess that Pook the Gishin, with husband. Yes, Shin's got a game at the start. Just another reminder to Hearts that they need to be careful with that Celtic press. They were almost caught out there, but it was a push from Morgan Cross on Erin Husband. Yeah, and I think that's something that Hearts need to be mindful of. That obviously are a team that like to play it from the back and play through the thirds, but there are times where you just need to try and play it forward as early as possible or you can get caught. I thought it was actually a great ball from Shannon, and Morgan just not quite in the right place, having to push Erin out the way. Hayes, Signy Carson, Sidivistagi. So it's got pure, Matilda. Hayes, just the ball of Aikeel geweest aan een school. Tarsen kan maken en niet. Listje Kopeli Hutchison, Aisha Fema Getaich. Robertson en Telection Royny. Here's the Morrison Hunter. Robertson, Duval, Suska Wade, Andrews in the Cassana case, Big Lauren Wade to the east, Hutchison McCunniff, Shockhorn to Hearts, Hutchison, Kayaragadash. So the east Jardine tuned dag, I guess a fine in that beat, Harakat Sadigal the Sheikh, McGinnick Howe, Haya Sheikh. Kind Collocker Corum of the Howe, Ach, Doya Hodik and Hay Bowl at the Sheikh Van Ur, but Jardine, I'm swing could do it as Suig for Clicket at Celtic. But that's the break that Hearts wanted, and again they work it well. Wade with the ball to Hutchison. I thought she might have taken this herself, but she cuts it back, and maybe this takes a deflection before it goes in. Yeah, I think it took a deflection, and I think if you get that right in the build that Hearts had there, it went from all the way back right into their final third, in creating that chance. I thought it was really unselfish of Bailey Hutchison. Usually she'd probably try and take that herself, but to square it and then Kayleigh managing to carve something out of that was a great worked goal from one end to the other from Hearts. I think it was Maria McInerney that was back in her own box. The final touch came off her. Yeah, but I mean, that's what you've got to do. You've got to get a shot off and try and get it on target, and that can happen. You know, the defence is there trying to clear the ball, and it can come off them and land in the back of the net, which it did. And we always felt, we said this before the game, Emma, that it'd be interesting who got the first goal and how that would affect the rest of the game. Yeah, and, you know, now I think Hearts, it's about keeping that, you know, once you score a goal, you're probably the most vulnerable, so try and keep on top of the game. Make sure you're going at half-time still in the lead, and you can tweak things a little bit if you need to. So it'll be about making sure Hearts don't concede, but Celtic at the same time will be looking to try and hit back as early as possible. Jay Fricker, Celtic maha, I guess, not how game björ på flicken med en schäcken. Han har stullige när det har det går jedig on the game. Brownlee, near the goal stay. Behind the path, gets on Grishak. Robertson, Selena, go Andrews. Wade, yes, Caitlin Hayes, Savat, Polisher, Celtic SWPL Keila Jardine of Own Lish and Nur Pavashin Idarakach had the heart of the Hoshach McInerney as a rod Gastu the Gestech. Robertson. I guess Hannah Kasua Magede for Natalie Ross, she played Boshan of his own. Monica Forsyth of the in and out. Gagal. Gadach got Robertson. Sadish Lauren Wade to the Suag of Aikiri, the accounts Calshaw Plishtu Lawton, a Joch Tolicho, the Mach, Signa Carstens of Van Gamalishka. Lawton and Ishchan now, Yakan the Kuchaki Dusi in a Fath. Waldi Baular toch as a Shachat at Hutchison, Bruna Costa, and the guy in a follow up Hutchison, a Fiach in Horsley and a came. Drops the hammock and any guy in a follow-up. McInerney, Juchga, Gaelic, Jardine Dish, Cormac, Forsyth, Bow, Eluch, the Stech, Lawton, follow account, McGregor, na Sacha, follow Vakshe, Jew Omnian again, shows and hearts hat, Toka Lid Hull, who that's a shin of Mishner Kushgav, Jardine, Le Coramela. Andrew Sophia can define it, Kuchuk, but since they've got that goal, Emma, Hearts are really dominating the game now.
Yeah, I think Celtic are looking a little bit shell-shocked. They need to keep the ball for a little while here, get their composure back. But yeah, Hearts are really dominating the game now and building on confidence from that goal.
Aldi, Janukinach, Aki, Karim Sophia, Gemma Lawton. Lawton, Johnson for the Kayline, McInerney, Fiach in the Finike, Carson Satolkolar, Cointus on Coganuk, Ian is Daily Shore, and she and the Kayla, Hukat Sula, Dasha, the Rage, Akaro, Sipi, like Ryan Kennedy, some Takrin, Shinsakakan, Mela Hutchison, the Karim Juval, and the first good Wade, Lesava, like Marba Doherty, Karim Adara Turl line. Well, incident at either end, a penalty shout at one end, and then Hearts break, and Wade with a really good chance at the back stick there.
Yeah, I don't know if she realised how much time she had. Could she have taken the ball down even and got a cleaner shot off? But yeah, chances in both ends. I think my first reaction is that there's no intent there from Ailey Shore, and she's probably, just caught the back of her leg as she's running. So I wouldn't say on my first gut reaction was it wasn't a penalty.
Brownlee, Shachatid Hutchison. Here's geen kusrooi je mag je Caitlin Hayes, Gulitje Jun Gudich. Yes, Hearts to find Ash kind of Humagach, kind of still you click macher. Juvalco, Cassan, Chana McGregor, ha Lawton, Glossa Suas Mara, Gebouw van McGregor, het Koelig, Morgan Cross, Koromev. Falavyev. Wade, Dolashko, husband. Yeah, the upper tarsing the line of cools. That have a pick and room I can skip at Emma Brownlee. Jamache Duvella. Jardine. Swiska Hutchison, Yema, Kelly Clark, Bro, kind of the shin. Andrews, yeah, can they find on a Darapau. Ross tuned like me in the path. I guess Ray shot at her husband. I guess Morgan Cross. Gish Gamal Lua Marashan Akin Cross. Garagastoi. I guess Aaron husband Magedic Chich fine. Adashi can mount that if I Nimisha Passach Hayes Puktik Suas Schultig will. Bekan Tigik in your Celtic Fiach and define Adash Kun and Rolle Union. Carstens, hier doen was schön nach Bistiako. McGregor a tolletje zat gesiach. Yeah. Finally, we can look back at this chance for Lauren Bede at the back post, Emma.
Yeah, there's been a lot happening again. It was a great ball from Bailey Hutchison, and yeah, probably just almost too soft and giving the keeper a really good chance to take it. Maybe just needed to just be that little bit more clinical and put her foot right through it there and go into the corner of the net.
We give it all kind try it. I guess Dawn Savokes again, Lisa Robertson at Junama, Gustata Morgan Cross. Costa, Niela Dashach again is Kelly Clark. Clark, Suesco, Signe Carstens, McGregor, le Becken Rooms a lot in the state. The goal of the eerste dag nog veel Shannon McGregor or took al Paul Toyn gaan een goal McEnany's up this a lot and I guess Erin husband so much a charge to the eerste on the bow line fall of a Gunnar Hutchison Kumal Carstens voet but so wasn't the close to the fall of but Caitlin Hayes I guess Kelly Clark Magede Geschienig Casamachas on a bowl of Fuchtig, Sasha Mach and a clear Hutchison has to Cheval. I guess Drew Vowel of Owen Kuchuk, Jack Docherty, it's the first and a Mach. Really good work from Bailey Hutchison.
Yeah, she's so physically strong and she's really deceptively quick as well. So yeah, she really thrives on these opportunities to get the ball deep and drive at players. And I thought Kelly did really well to try and hold her up. But again, then Bailey just a bit of composure and tries to pick someone out. And another really good ball in the back post. But unfortunately, no Hearts player there to take that opportunity.
Bekennis Minach jenne Kiet Lea Shaw had the goal. Shachat on the blip in the Sula. Wie de Gluchek Kiet Miles and the Cameron. Chinka count. I guess Hearts at Oshach Lisha. Teolashin Vakila Jardine. Like Kuchach Morvo. Maria McEnany. Can you make a house nach a Teolachkisha Bachoravian? You could have talked title again on a Hiet up. Dash Costa Cho Corta the Hearts Sat Jilchason Junakina Kagum at Celtic who is a leach geheen se live in a Chadaka. Yes, second confused at all again the Ficket Minach Meyedik Ryan Kennedy Shane the feature Tra I guess touch it Kiet Lee had a Vikamain Janach count Kila Jardine and their Bachkisha Govrich Kiet Hurl. I guess I shouldn't have heart good on the sea who watch it like Leune. I guess tore up with like well Hanil here like Eva Oli the Yanapisha command college limera here lay the golach is on Elena Sadiku be Gilior Akisha the Ra. I guess the Yano is on show him the Magur to smash Kafemi tune the kind of pinky picking a slow in a duel or like Leune had a yedig shot like an Orium. Look at that in a generous Lee, Mach a count the path get Leune, Hearts a Hoon, Celtic Nonny.
And I'm just hearing in my ear as well, you're mentioning there the opportunities for the whole squad. But Sherston Noonan and Colette Kavanagh, I think, have come on, maybe a third as well. But yeah, Elena Sadiku, maybe no surprise as well, using her bench.
Yeah, and they've got that. They've got quality on the bench, and I think Hearts would have looked at their bench and thought, you know, they've got some quality on there that can come on. So they need to be mindful of that. Like I said, I think they'll come out. I think Murphy Agnew's coming on as well there. So yeah, 3 great players that are going to come on. It'll pose a different challenge for Hearts. So they need to manage it, but they really need to try and stick to what they were doing in the first half as well. Be aggressive, try and get forward.
Well, yeah, an exciting half ahead, Emma, but thank you you can head back up into the competition now, but Emma, thank you very much. Agus, well, mar a hí seán hin trúd a tsinnéad son Celtic, agus hí sin sé hachtas leis a sin, agus, well, I think has the fave the heart to hin amach, ach mis minne chuganil arachug sapi the hien I the skipper ag Eva Olid. Ach, héitsing a dashin ishe, gu, Alec.
Wat een thank you, Kjell. Agus een harige, na sin mar a vashin smuinen, Susan Noonan, Sinead Murphy Agnew, agus Clayt Kavanagh. Na 3 jarige in ha Sinead Signe Carstens, agus Mathilde Carstens, agus Morgan Cross. The two that had the goal yet is on Celtic ag Leúne. Agus Keishan Che Jiffer in the sin gaisen, agus Femi a Frickert sin vuapasen had she a pingen the jedige Rangers a gevoelig had the jedige hart het lustig in a game so agus het hebs kutjach mar sin maar a smoorlik is het as fingen saun skolletje Kyle at the grey mahachke in the jichtel of vinnig at nuri agus Agnew a could darnally godal agus aardige kume kutjach dalko dashko true that you cool. Number of changes as expected, Emma, and probably a change of formation as well. I think we're now looking more like a back three with Emma Lawton pushed on.
Yeah, and I thought they would potentially do that, either put on a lot of different players or change formation, or obviously do both, which they have done. So in the first 10 minutes, Hearts have got to figure out which players are they're marking and where the spaces are, and make sure that they're communicating really effectively.
Erin husband, Shane, click it in a share of a card to there. He had lecht, drach vowel in a mach when a skipper that get Fakal Coram and Gagnu, good to be Henevy, the battle of Alphas Mach, Shannon McGregor, Jim Graham with the vowel of the east of Muy Voxa. I said there's 4 good Caitlin Hayes in the earth with the Heesh and I mean Avarice and a smooth. So darn the Joey Chin of these Chase, Lisa Robertson, Savator. Jarafaged na harige na sinna yinsin guvek toshach darna day. McGregor skulig vuilach tot tidach go count Ellie Short. Kavanagh she hier huige kishavanike. Costa Machka McEnany his bishes on Genesuus is on a farst vekjes dul who at Hearts Kavanagh. We gaan nog door dat treintje McGregor lees daar up. Still a Mach and triplet, but Emma just early warning signs. Celtic are obviously, as you'd expect, looking to start brightly, and the Hearts defence will need to be vigilant. Murphy Agnew's maybe a different prospect up front to Morgan Cross. Yeah,
I think she's really aggressive in the press. You'll see it here. And you can see the whole Celtic squad, they're actually getting a lot higher in pressing. Hearts a lot more physically and getting higher up the pitch. So again, Hearts are going to have to figure this out. And I'm just thinking as well, with them pushing more players up, you've got Bailey Hutchison, who's really quick. Sometimes you might have to try and just go a bit longer at times and try and get her in behind, and it might force Celtic to just pin them back a little bit.
Met de vuur gehoord, kan het klikken dan Gian toe. Je gaat ik in draast de Noonan, Schoendijk. Yes, Brownlee gaan de val af Gunnard. Chile, Hutchum Katai de Duval. Wade, I guess Lawton, nu gele, I guess. Zo me gede getjien voor het klikken dat Celtic de reach de. Heb ik aan de vroegte het later tussen Kutjach gach. Or in Wade, Genema. We've seen her at both ends of the pitch today so far, Emma, but maybe in the second half, this aspect, the defensive aspect, is going to be equally important.
Yeah, Lauren's a player that probably likes to be higher up the pitch and further up the pitch, but she's done really well against Emma. I think the one thing that Emma does do a lot, though, is she does go on the outside, so it's predictable, and then Lauren can use her body to shield that ball out there. So maybe Emma needs to try a few different things to get in behind Lauren to make it more difficult for her.
Ik heb Roma Shaw, Maria McEnany, in de live geleid. En daar schot Bruna Costa. Weinig Celtic de hinder dash voor wie het gedig, maar ha, deze se wat ga. Kan je Rangers ook het dash ko daar huilen nodig zijn. Maar gedig wacht is leak terug in station. But Kavanagh, agus eisiau again cars fwyas on Lisa Robertson the Lake-out. First yellow of the match, and although it's early after she's come on in the second half, I don't think Colette can have too many complaints about that one.
No, she just lunges in there. I think it's probably the half-time team talk, just geeing them all up and asking them to be a lot closer. So she's taken a yellow card there. Just needs to be careful. Another, a long time to go in the game in midfield. She needs to just be careful.
Wade a Kelnil in the path. Je gaat put in je bal wat de gomal Sheikh. Lawton, Gedic. Yes, she sat against Sheikh the Celtic of his own. McGregor, the eerste Tarakic. En hier toe gaan Noorsen Saas aan de bek en te garag kreeg Lisa Robertson. Lead kind queuing Kilior in de wingi. Karamach Gusho. Kistje einig kunnen Lena Chianek Celtic trassen daar naar die. Robertson of his own, Caskli, Archer Kilior Eval, Brownlee, Fiach de Routiken is McGregor, who Routiken de G-Shichin, de Gelig, at the key for a lot, I guess, come a lot. Kavanagh, Caskli, Mach, Natalie Ross, picking the Vachke, Kachadorisha, Nichak, Fidachsach. Clark. Into Elena Sidiku is voor een keer. Bruna Costa, bal legale, dus dat gaat de golko. Die wil in een paadje. Caitlin Hayes, de kale nodig jaar heen. In de macht van een goal, geskippeld tussen Pia Emma Lawton. Agnew. I guess the Bosch was out. It's short Coram, the Celtic. Each Hayes is Clark is Costa, vluchtig zoes. Het is zomaar hoe dat de laatste game. Tjedig. Fikk het 3 in de reva. At het jedige show. Ik doe het Caitlin Hayes de laatste game at le count. Ja, maar jedige ik vraag Alonso was schön. Ik zei die is echt cool. Fijne count gaan we laten de tune dat je is. Ik schön mag. Jik Pullach. Lizzie Waldy ka chumal le stuit. Jyn kien na piawn nach Saturday Sheikh. Lawton. Ash Goros. Agus. Ni mas jyn chumal le Sheikh. Sva pekant de haring ad asher ach hij Saturday Sheikh de gal de duwele. Caitlin Hayes, as we know, Emma, is such a danger from set pieces.
Yeah, she is, but she hasn't been so dangerous this season so far in that situations. I think a lot of teams are set up now to nullify Caitlin Hayes there, but she is getting, that's twice that she's had her head on the ball. So again, Hearts just need to be mindful of that.
Gregor. Interrupts Bowlich and Tarsenko Costa. Kenani, Kaglos het lijn, zoals de lijnen kunnen en achter wat dat hansje gaat. Kenani en ik van de pinky in de FC20, me en de Sheikh. En ik klik het aan ook, het Central Academy achterheen. En je maakt schöne winnen kedash, Kavanagh, en geest het karsvoeien. Nunen, Steko, Casanagnu, Chile Arash, gaan we goed de nog sturen Nunen. I guess current loss of water de gele, maar kan één iets in de stay de cool. I think it's Brownlee ga ook al vallen. Wacht je dat gevat de Kavanagh. Fijne vallen voor Jardine. Tarsenko, Caitlin Hayes, Alicia, Agnew, heel de kusie at the Erin husband. Clark, Fiach in Yadish, got Natalie Ross. Coach nog voor Celtic nu via die Bruna Costa en stegen een nieuw seat. Costa cool line Hashindra at the Noonan. Plenty possession from Celtic, but just not getting behind this Hart defence.
Yeah, you can see that Celtic are in their new formation. You've got Caitlin Hayes that is getting forward now, and you've got Bruna on this side, so you're leaving Kelly Clark just that single player at the back. So they're pushing people forward, but they've got to be mindful that they need to then just move the ball a little bit quicker as well and try and find those pockets of space, because Hearts will be comfortable with just having the ball in front of them.
Shot maar hachad shin Keela Jardine heen is McEnany het call she look at the Cars bevissa and again kind color could be Kerskidor. Fine pick and code van a physio Alice Churchill. Hearts meaning het aardige Janneke juist toch gere Shinu aardige vis achgeriano Monica Forsyth Katie Rashko Kassan agus toch wil fiskerig gezegd ach piece doch as kom alore klik het kut mag de Hearts. Kenenika Iranka Rashko Noonan agus Norton Robertson ook al een koren. Monica Forsyth at Ashid. You got Jardine, the faculty Lara drops it. Brownlee, Suis go Jardine, Agus Nasacha Idhashachara Andrews. Sure, Balnazarche, Jachin the Forsyth and it's cool to go in a Gian Celtic, so get a shot. First McGiddy was like Forsyth this again, Hearts in Yimashara Huyano. Brownlee, go Andrews. Drochval, a sinne mach van a goal. I guess Blischiko Andrews with a swag. In the rat, the Sheikh Kuchuk. I guess she played Bosch in the zone, Sun Hearts. A poor ball out from the back from Natalie Ross and snapshot from Andrews and needed a deflection to take it to safety.
Yeah, and again, it's a good opportunity for Hearts, and Lisa Robertson's got great delivery into the box, so another opportunity for Hearts here.
Robertson, Asanosha. Dawn, kind of foster who, I guess, Gaming Hayes, Cal Mine, Kishin. I guess Valdi is asked, I shouldn't Kuchuk and Angisha and Sua Magida Gogan, the goal of Celtic. As if Valdi who was as a Voxa. I guess he was shouldn't well, I'm not sure that final touch did come off, but I thought it was Caitlin Hayes' final touch.
Yeah, I'd say that was another corner there. But again, it was a great delivery. It's just maybe getting caught underneath the ball there from Hearts rather than making a run to connect with it.
Monica Forsyth. Yeah, I guess Jess husband, pure Erin husband, Chianade. Stu je wrak of shit who Forsyth picking a straje. Je lead katosjet, je gal ruin saveltje. Celtic in iskach wat je mag van een goal. Chilig maar waar Hearts dat je aan ons geet le. The show, yeah, and this is naar Hanik Elena Sadiku is there. Ja, the kind pull of corn that is Celtic. And Aslish Hikishoka you. Noonan, Sheen, Downs, Javi. Elena Sadiku, Kiri, Fankin, Lich Fata Shinarasha, the Fat. Gregor. Aldi, watch the stayera. As we get again, each at the shade. Celtic attain yn ymish arich yn ila yno. Siolti nachel Elena Sadiku Tolic lish na I ddaichgen. Mae'n hannig trwy the sŵr fan y bengi ag lewnio. Gynenni, ddasgo. Costa, gyda mae Gynenni union y clychtan fysdol ie. Coram y ieddi eich sa baw rhymach, fe sy'n coram gaif yn harich yn ei enw. Amy Gallagher as Lucy Ashworth Clifford dolo hyn edd. Mae Gynenni, ar mi Maverus, fes gyda eich eisiau siachat. Shannon McGregor, Dolly Kuchuk and Lena Sadiku going for bust with those changes.
Yeah, that's two great players that you can go on and bring on to try and change the game for sure. Maybe coming back from injury as well and they're on limited minutes, I think. So yeah, it was maybe already pre-planned to get them on the pitch, but that's two great changes to try and get into this game again.
Danik Ashworth Clifford, Farna Bingi in the FC20. Mian Shach gains Haro Gallagher fuses the squad. Spirutiken stoch eich di geraf. Begint ad y fach y cwtramach. Gai fe deis yn achau, hwyd y dhyl y le gichtel gaif, sy'n gem y gydag nwy hybs, siawn chlab eich. Ashworth Clifford. Begint a sgil al cwtioch gyda cli eich na pathge. Nwyn fiach yn di rŵm i gynnig I hen, agos yn orsyn fiach yn di hewnd agos daich. Diolch bwryn I jwn dag y feich i'r I einydd. Good turn from Saoirse Noonan. You could see what she wanted to do here, Emma. Just couldn't get enough curl on the ball.
Yeah, just opened up her body there, and Emma Brownlee getting tight enough to make it a more difficult shot than it had to be as well. So, yeah, half chance there for Celtic, and they seem to be getting more and more into the game now. So Hearts just need to manage this spell and make sure that they don't concede.
Littinje geboren was, ze leer geheen Hulliged Hutchison. Anderson is puchtig zo als Kutcher. Lena Sadiku Kiri, Bruna Costa, Venus Archer Suez, the Fatkes on Rowan Yershgaib. Kavanagh, go Noonan. Yes, Roy Keenach, the Shafas, I guess, Zivaldi, Shista was through. I guess Gavinik, Silly Shore, guy, and Asacha Falavach, Kami, Orthanach, Mahart. Bolshachad at Andrews. Agnew. Nish, Fierchig, Hayes, in a stig and a Chlucha. Gallagher gyda, agos Hutchison yn ish. Diolch yn diffain chyn y siod, Hoshach at Kelly Clark's haish yn I iano. Bailey Hutchison yn jyn o sli, ystag yn y focs y le hen. Agos game ag I safol efo Kelsey Doherty, sy'n statach o ddora, agos Hearts. Y chyn fasg, edrych dar y tŵl. Gychawn nela, agnew fiach yn diffain chyn y siod, Erin Husband, nas lwa ynau. Hain y ddash, chyn y jigli. Costa, Marco Ashworth Clifford, Nurni Fine on the line as a bow line Tarsing. And Nuri, I guess Coggan a Dudley Hearts. Well, you talked earlier, Emma, about how deceptively pacey Bailey Hutchison is. We saw another example of it here.
Yeah.
She gave Kelly Clark a couple of yards start, but she still managed to outstrip her and get the final effort on target.
Yeah, she's quick and just so physical as well. She just holds a player off, and I said that as well. If you leave her 1v1 at the back, she will get an opportunity, and she did, but she'll be really frustrated at herself. I think it's usually one that you'd bank on Bailey Hutchison, just taking it to the side of the keeper and slotting it home. So she'll be frustrated that she didn't take that chance. But there might be another one in this game if Celtic keep playing, pushing players forward.
Yeah, that is the Bailey Hutchison after Gavi Coram is a beat. Ashworth Clifford, I guess, Shin Fatter or Ashkir, Rachel Johnston, I guess, Lawan Keenchuk, Gahoka Lassigner, Chigley, Hoka Leo, Savag Celtic, Savinik Da, Hookback Celtic. I guess, Kish Gain, got a shot. I guess, get a Kish in a line shahut. Kavanagh the Fakale Lar, Noonan, Moch Fegna Pathke, the is Jelly Shore, Chintarsing on it. Noonan, Dash go Kavanagh. Costa. These all the Janamashin and Vinny Kadashach at his. As Andrews the ups the Fiach and define kind of really Dashach at Ross. Haka Wikadash go Docherty. Womack Kavanagh. Costa's a Anich Dora tore up the Ekishadiano, Kapuk again the third, so is gonna Leah Carts, Ashworth Clifford, Gallagher. Kavanagh, Le Roomach, Leora Carts at Ash, son Jailik this the shot. Celtic, I think Jeffrey Giano is on fine with cool like a line in the G engine. Sinne opperige gemaakt drupse. Hij traaien. Hij is je geduwd jaar. Jenne Fost. Again, did well to work the space and the final effort. Left-footed, just the wrong side of the post.
Yeah, again, good 1-2. And I just thought she maybe had a little bit more time to take an extra touch, just a little bit closer. Yeah, she maybe just wanted to get that shot off early, but just narrowly wide there. And again, Rachel's gone down. It gives Hearts an opportunity to regroup, and I think they need that.
Well, Amy Gallagher, Fiachne Rachel Johnson, the Haring, go Casson. Rachel Johnson's toch Fiachne Jik in the Husk. Kelly Hearts and Anna line at Ashen and there, Pexusha Noonan. Yes, two fjall gonna Foss, maar bij hem en krast toch erop. Kormach je bouw, hoort je stuk came. Nasatje, Magus Karshvuye, son Rachel Johnson, son of the Koskunya.
It's something that you see a lot in the game now. They use the goalkeepers to go down and you know, it gives a chance for the coaches to speak to the players, but I think referees now are clamping down on that and noticing if it, you know, to try and slow the game down, or it gives an opportunity for Hearts to speak to their coaches to regroup again. So the referees just noticed that and clamped down on it.
I guess Waldy is sure. You can see the Celtic are cranking up the pressure and Hearts defence have to be vigilant now.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they wanted to just slow the game down and try and get some information on and try and break it up. But yeah, you can see that Celtic are now relentless. They're piling players forward, they're committing players forward. So yeah, difficult time for Hearts.
Ashworth Clifford, Vlanaduv, Howell, like a first day. I guess she Waldy with the Kelm Khanashin. The Falach in get a break of Macha was on chip, break Oshanilla was on some Celtic Deval. Lawton of the Vich, Saddam Riech, Massinier, Kujach, Conor the Hayes, is Clark. Brownlee, Cooler Keen, Kain, the Fallop. I guess Robertson, Junik, well, Dara Cormac, Showine, the Fallop. Husband, Khadish, Falach, can you Hearts about the Humal, get a husband and Ocean a lake out. He's a lake out, Jess husband, Shinniskadach Gavil Hearts of the Sur de Pine. He's the picking to geek, and you should still gonna look at Celtic in this. I must get it. Hurl a show. I guess good to be caught him. I can't take a count now. I guess up with caught him. It's another chance for Lauren Wade, and again it's on her left foot and doesn't get the direction this time. I think she gets plenty of power on it.
Yeah, a great chance, and I think she was almost surprised that it's come out to her there as well. She wasn't expecting it, but yeah, just not the right connection. She'll be so frustrated again and again. I felt like she had so much time there as well. Yeah, and just snatches at it and it goes wide. Yeah, it comes off the outside of her foot. Yeah.
Buna Costa, Kakel Miller, Berlin, Tasha nog Kakel. I guess nog a British shot. Go Gallagher. I guess the two fjord again a Fost. I think that one might have taken a coat of paint off the post.
Yeah, I think so. Again, end-to-end stuff, and another great chance. And I thought it was actually going to creep into the far side there. She was just catches it. Yeah, just narrowly wide there.
Celtic a puchtú séidir a chanealaata doras ag Hearts of District sias háast agus Hearts of Shelting ag cheann eile nar bhlisteas at go leat chearsa cúnartach cumas dara tualáin so me géad go sin fa Brownlee seo rís ag mór an me dheoin a cha cumal Celtic cuas go cheann sin dhéana fad. Clifford, Kieran Clifford and Chin Fash got it. Shin a bowl of bear go Gallagher, I really sure it ain't a fall off go you. I guess a bowl of the Golamach to Vale in the path get. Kick minute to that gal. Go lead Laman pasture. Gedoges nach like skippertjes de tool like in either shot. Skippel tussen Voksach, Brownlee ka stoppen gemaakt in Duval. Het is 4 jaar in Jeno. Agus ik het daar nachjes in de la. Kela Jardine is gerechtjes toch gezegd. Agus Shadi agus Richards daar. Ik het de vier die hineed. It's a good time to make those substitutions as well, Emma. Good players to come on, but it also breaks up the momentum that Celtic have had for the last while.
Yeah, I think Hearts had to do something. If I'm being honest, it looked like the goal was just, it was a matter of time before it was going to come. So I think they needed to make those changes, some fresh legs, because, you know, they've worked really hard. Lawrence worked really hard to get forward and to defend really well. And you can see that Kayleigh Jardine's just tired as well. So, yeah, I think it was clever changes by Hearts, but they need to make sure that they get a bit more momentum and have more of the ball now and try and change the game. Otherwise, Celtic will get a goal back. I think it's just a matter of time.
Shadi, Damolekin, a horsich, now Partick Thistle, Jackie Zakai, I guess Jackie Richards with a dress towel. Now Thistle, and click it down at Chinid, or Son Hearts. Lawton, maar heb ik raar. Hij is toch een goede man gespeeld. Daar in de zee, de week van is samen. Kavanagh. Tarsing of Oaks and Noonan, toch a Coram Lecown, or I Bullock Keenach. She was betwixt and between there. Susan Noonan wasn't sure if she should go for that with her head or wait for the ball to drop.
Yeah, and it was kind of half and half, wasn't it? And it didn't amount to anything at all there. So another let off for Hearts.
Well, the Kavanagh, I guess, Shach thought I was a man, talk about in a pair. Taking your Lecown. Fatran in een game lenta. Nu het een gelijk aardig gitaar. Een husband de skippel gaat je goed zo'n Hearts. Hier je game de vietje. Sure, Kutje Morrison. Waar is je goed die bal de Ashke Brownlee en Norson Johnston. Ik ook elke snap gemaakt door Lizzie Waldy. Een touch bekend te goed voor alleen het en een Hearts die kalauw. Close het zo is gaan leeg Celtic. Jackie Richards. Sheenu Cassens en hier toe het. Bal de goal mag geta. Richards. En ik ga het is te lekker zo nu. Het is een jaren van games en Jacques Zakai. De paars kunt me geweest haast de games le. Och mijn schier. Na machine daar kapsje mag goed zo reetje de moenie vat ze daar naar die. Noonan. Sure fijn gelore de sinne zo nooit vallen voor Kavanagh and Orson going to dash. All room in this show like Andrews. Hutchison McKenna va hij doef jaar in een lijn draas in is gedacht dat Andrews daar as a fast like is Orson daar die Richard to stay the day wel en pass the pair. Minister Natalie Ross and Celtic tune de gemeen de paadjes pucht gedurd gaan Lea Carts Noonan in de pass of Ekiri. Gallagher ka vinnig dash Giri Noonan akalache Gallagher for the Agnew goal stig en Vokse Ashworth Clifford de ruin had the cool Ashworth Clifford and is kind of cool like is the money lean I guess a mach intricate play again from Celtic down this left hand side but just the final ball lacking.
Yeah, and again, they're getting there though. They're getting into the box. They're creating more opportunities now. It's a completely different second half, and again, it's just Hearts are looking to ride the game out, and Celtic really looking to try and get a goal back.
Shadi, Kuchimichin Oris of Vinage for Kavanagh. All the Vinage, Hanurin Yuhumalach, Gaia, the Satagashach. Ina Sadiku, Vishnachan, Glukitan, he is falling. Gallagher, hier aan de goedje gedeurd Kanunen, Waldi is in. Kavanagh, Kiri, Lucy Ashworth Clifford, de goal gaan alleen. Is Paul Lelig de state, Juval, Kutjach, Nunen. I guess that Tukjum, Gefaverach, son Rachel Johnson. You can hear the screech from Elena Sadiku down below as she just felt that just broke the wrong way. Unfortunately for Hearts, it broke for Rachel Johnson. Yeah, and it's something that Jess Husband needs to be aware of is that like Ashford Clifford, that's what she likes to do. She loves to get across in the box and she can deliver those dangerous balls. So Jess needs to try and make sure that she doesn't get any crosses into the box. And I thought Erin Husband did enough in there to put her off and not give her time to get a shot on goal. With Clifford at the issue of the Val, Elaine Fleece and Celtic. Is the upset. Jess Husband to General Killiot. Kafa Kademi Gallagher, Shogal. I guess Klikitan Avashach, Caitlin Hayes, General Slia, Stay and Moon, Rachel Johnson. Gamai Olach of the Kayla. Anamach Conley, Celtic. Doing. Lawton of a fiach in the route canine. Noonan got Humalastay, Duval, Kavanagh, Lake Coram, Hokaladashastayach, Pauli shall Dolchidach, Galizzi Waldi, Hokas, Macha, the Duval. Kavanagh got Iris Gayan. There's a tune is Jack a triplet. Stanach Caramela in a half. Lishiko Noonan. Nurin Garam Shogal, Gallagher, Hayes, Ashworth Clifford. There's the Garam with the goal Shachat. They worked it all the way across, and maybe Noonan or certainly Gallagher should maybe have taken this earlier. Yeah, I just think you just needed a half chance there, and they ended up working the ball so wide that it became a difficult chance. But again, I thought Jess Husband did really well to get across and not make it an easy shot for Clifford there. Clifford got Humalastay. Scott Costa. Havana, Hiets Moin and a Hingen, Mine Machko, Ashworth Clifford. Ha, Dylan Kunantach, shears the line fleet, Santa Gishach, Kishir Ash, go Kelly Clark. Kavanagh. En die Gallagher of the Triumph van as Faverich son Brownlee. Noonan, tuned out. Ish Gallagher. Oh, I shouldn't not cool a sala Pia Noonan. Glisha Balla stick Collach of the Ish to Rowan Carr. Beautiful back heel from Amy Gallagher, and Noonan takes the wrong option then. Yeah, I think Amy's made a massive difference coming on the game. It's a great back heel, catches Emma Brownlee out, and again, we were talking about Noonan being the top goal scorer and taking opportunities, but she's had quite a few now, and it needs to get those on target. Fiagnu Fair, the passes this Danica. Kemikina Chien show BBC Alla pitches Arnes the Chien League Gahoon. Stennis Muir, Kitay the Alawa. Sin táisceach 50 minutes to you coig. There's an ocean and Maya Donich. As she showed the Nage and Hibs. I could tell the Rangers. Kedu and Fisker. There's a drast. Chanel Celtic at the Laguna Gever and the Rangers. Hearts at the Laguna Gever and the Hibs as a Kilns. Doch a Kafayat. The Dara Tull, the shot. Shadi Le Corma Brachtach at the Golsuas na Hui. They have looked so dangerous on the break, Hearts, and again, Bailey Hutchison doing the spade work, and Shadi, the flag was up against her anyway, but Hutchison could have taken that herself.
Yeah, and you see that from Bailey a lot. Sometimes you just think, you can go yourself, Bailey, in that situation. I think it's a tight offside, to be fair. But maybe, just in that situation, just, use that run as a decoy and just go yourself. But yeah, Bailey's caused him a lot of problems on the break. And she's had to work really hard out of possession to try and come back deep, but maybe keeping her up as an outlet for those opportunities is worth Hearts thinking about as well.
Agus now Kelly Clark I fell can give a look at yours and find a follow boy, but I guess Elena Sadiku Tosh who fast Elenish picking a stitch minute in the dark out. I the Kokarich in the Yano, I guess has start the fair they find a dash Coeman. Yes, Eva lead. Cún Gideon, he is falling Kuchach. Skip back is it Shesu this na Celtic the Hillick a lot of Sadarna Lee. He can shock you. Smara McGrath, Yasan was the dash Suez going to dress Sanche. My good is a marshal. I'm sipping you can try the law. Shadi, June the Kamasa, Shakiri Hutchison. Will Stech of the Cool, Paul Rawat the Hospital trying to go Doherty. Sanoshine, so Chechin for a Hortak, touch the Bosch and Yell at the Celtic. Gathered she drops it, go Amy Gallagher. Ashworth Clifford and Orson Kahokalaschech, I guess. Do you find Rutika Nations, Johnson, Littorn, Guy in the follow up. Costa, who is a Savox the Kuchaka, Waldi Kapuchtiga Sarat. I guess the Isha Hutchison. Het fijn zoals heen gaan de stunje konden die toch nog een veel met je tunje het je talletje bouwloos gaan nog zijn veel detail. It's so important when you're under pressure like this to have an outlet like Bailey Hutchison, someone who just takes the ball up the park and takes you into the other half.
Yeah, and I think she did the right thing there as well in terms of I think she'd come so wide that she thought. The best thing I can do here is when I throw in high up the pitch for my team, so I think she was quite smart in that situation as well.
You could believe in the click of Celtic row, Kisu as Kuchak. Kavanagh, Coim Pivoili short, as I find the Fogany. It's in the Casa Shadi, I guess I fell lacking. But I says it's a rater, and Lurin to Kavanagh more in a eye, should catch Vuya Koenig. Ross Baulartach frustet de Shores in de Vinnick. Robertson to jechenieur voor Aster Musmunion.
I thought that was a wrong decision there from Lisa Robertson. I think she just got a bit of a head rush and thought she'd go for a shot, but I think to play the ball through into Jackie Richards was maybe the better option and keep possession of the ball.
Richard Sud de Vermouillet. Johnston, Femisha Kapakayano, Agus Renima, Genasuas, the son of Verach Garani. What a recovery that was from Rachel Johnson.
Yeah, that is almost like cat-like reactions to be able to pull off a save like that. Initially made the mistake, made the error, she knows that, but then to react so quickly like that and to time that so well.
Fuchs and Johnson, Neil Gunnar Chachatast, Carl Shaw, Tuxum, Risa Robertson kind of fella. Auchtiaka, look at the Celtic, a has the Baulachke. I guess Brownlee, a keel of Kelly Calamach. Quite colloquy like Hearts a good to give a shot. With instances like this, Emma, you just begin to feel that it might be your day when things like this go for you.
Yeah, I think so. As the game goes on like that, and little incidents like this, it just doesn't quite come off for Celtic. You just wonder if it's one of those days.
Richards, doen toe, agus Shadi doen vele. Although Andrews, Shokaramus and Hutchison in the game, of the Max the Jello, Saval, Meerbalach. But Doherty, but Brachtach, who is the Rochanye, play Posh in your zone. That was the chance to win all 3 points. Make sure of them anyway.
Yeah, what a chance that is. Maybe, I think it was good reaction save as well, but what a great ball by Julie Andrews. And then Shadi manages to pick out Bailey Hutchison, and again, you'd put your money on her just slotting that home. She usually keeps them quite low, but she put it at the right height that the keeper could actually react to it and get it, just tip it over.
Tju Havely voor Doherty, geen kapjes op het hart, Shogal. Robertson, Art, gewoon een goal. Richards via in de streek. Shadi is toch een tolle show, like helemaal. Look at the Celtic, hoe de zoe gaat. En dus Shadi goal maken, zo'n Saturday Stech, the Hearts. Eerst geen je kappen korren. Bal die het al 0 kagaal. Andrews. Klicht bleef aan zijn game zitten. Hayes. Nu weer de Kuma naar de achtste leeg heen. Go je de voor. He's got een falla vachanilla gevat de hele show. Maar is komen ze het lijn kutjer. Die is Hutchison. Haast hij al. Ik is me gedig. He's het kasterat. Hele show. De voedig heel laat. Je gaat te mooie vox als je pullijn. I guess. Je gaat de fijne dashment. Je gaat de challenges in de vee en handen zijn hele show. Game. Hadden we de goede kasters. Hadden we gemaakt kroei. Shadi. The faculty a lot, and Kavanagh needs to be careful. She's already on a yellow card.
Yeah, we spoke about that earlier, getting that yellow card early into the start of the second half. That, you know, it was going to be difficult for her. I almost thought that Hearts made a wee error there in not putting the ball out when Ailey Shore was still down at the edge of the box, because they could have got themselves into trouble, but luckily enough they got a free kick for it there.
Looks like cramp. No wonder.
Yeah, and again, I think she's had a better second half, but it's all the hard work that she does in the background, the dirty work that you don't always see that she does so well.
Body language is always important, and you're looking at these Celtic players, and the fight looks more than still in the Hearts players, so it's looking good from a Hearts point of view.
Yeah, and again, it's probably because, you know, Celtic haven't taken their chances and Hearts have had a couple of good opportunities again, so yeah, I think Celtic are probably realising that time is slowly running out for them here.
Really short, generously, yeah, Dave Howell. Donishin, Suvi. Staan Hearts, Brownlee, Le Cheval, Le Stuy, Richards, de vier in de fijne, ik is gekomen op Hutchison en Noorten. Vier in je daar, Koremein, dat is Gillior. Miles go de ball, because the Hutchison Rash go Doherty. Many chances as Bailey Hutchison had, and again it's fashioned out of nothing really, but she makes a chance for herself.
Yeah, and that's what she does. She makes it really difficult for the defenders. I thought it was a really good ball in by Emma Brownlee as well to create that opportunity.
Ashford Clifford, Giriath Kavanagh, McCunny, Robertson, Dolcolar, Agus, Coggan and Ocean at all. Le Hearts, Celtic bench looked incensed at that decision.
Yeah, they're furious, but I think it was just really clever from Lisa Robertson, using her experience to come across the front and draw out that foul.
Wat doen we van zo'n? Ik denk dat ik er zo'n had mee al lichtje. Ach, bij Hearts komen. Hearts, wel een reetje dan is het al dus Kashvuye te Elena Sadiku. Unya Ruyamach agus Fudge and Ruyamach Celtic agus Sadiku Kuchach Ross. Ashworth Clifford Jach Hokal is the current dog as Cara Plishikata. Ashworth Clifford the fine Norton gonna dar Paul Lee shall Kagarigas Jach Kavanagh. Tegen de route kan hij Robertson en Norton is de crew je die is. Ashworth Clifford not famous de bouw de stui nas looi en schön. Kavanagh Haas chown de line. Tegen de route kan een crew husband de fall up. I guess this year me de Kushadi me in the park. Hutchison of the East Road, Richards Kuchuk, who is the alive fleet. There's Lawton, Dog Einchen, the Hoshach, Jackie Richards, Jenny Keenach, Kachuda Max, each of the father can conduction Sue for Lawton, starting to shake the hearts of his own. Savinach Vigedig, the Gunyava, Shastan, Kafax to be Richards showing out, Kachara took out. Like Lizzie Waldy, China the cool.
She'll be in no hurry here to get the ball back and play, and they'll likely try and keep it in the corner.
Player of the game time, Emma. Who are you going for?
Yeah, I think there was a couple of good performances from Hearts. I thought Erin Husband was excellent, Lisa Robertson good again, but I just think Bailey Hutchison just caused Celtic problems all afternoon. She created the chance for Kayleigh Jardine as well to score the goal, so my player of the match goes to Bailey Hutchison.
Bailey Hutchison, look at the game, I guess Hayley Shore the is to the goal lot, me and the pathket. Hearts Gary game start. Celtic maar hukes do fiach and the Khumala Tola. Hasho nur the Shreach the Vakoda the game start. You're looking for the referee to take charge here on you if a player is down, but obviously Celtic want to continue.
Yeah, and I think he's maybe thinking it's cramp again from Hayley Shore. She's back up on her feet again, but again, the referee's quite keen to keep the game flowing and it doesn't become start-stop, which is what's Hearts wanting.
Natalie Ross Foaster, agus Shin Mach, agus Shachat, agus Vishin Corum to Hearts Sarachu Yano.
They might need to make this change as well, I think, because Ailey doesn't seem to be coping with the cramp.
Rody Greenwood, dol hen het. Click het al kocht een Giek. If I the eerste dat in United deze nog ga ik jera see who het Union natuurlijk komt in United as a playoff in de Kilvarnek. I'm sure it all But if Hearts hang on to this, Emma, having already got 3 points against Rangers, to get another 3 points against Celtic, that would just add to the growing confidence in this squad and what's happening at this club at the moment.
Yeah, and they've showed different qualities again today in terms of like the first half. They showed, you know, they like to play it from the back and they played nice football at times. But in the second half, they've had to dig deep and defend really well, and they've done that. So again, it'll all be good learning opportunities for, you know, future games that come up, and they'll build on that confidence again against any other club in the top three.
Celtic up this shoot. I guess Lawton le Corum a ballach a tarsing Noonan. I guess a Corum Azu the find of Ashkan again. And yeah, definitely now we can say it's just one of those days, but it's not going to happen for them.
Yeah, 100%. And again, we talked about how, you know, she's a top goal scorer for Celtic and clinical, getting on the pitch, but again, another hugely missed opportunity. And again, we've said it just doesn't feel like it's going in the back of the net for Celtic.
Wrong foot. Should have gone for it with the other foot. Yes, well, as in the Gael and as Ashkith, Jidig Yemenish. Steggen a da vinach megede, gen a cade minach in Tagoon Yavarach. Kavanagh, I guess. The ish. Greenwood all canning for the pingy, Kustatara. Clark at all dash, good Docherty. They've all leading ish and a spell all it. Jaffiach and the pick and a varach, because it's a plicket and a shit. Kavanagh, ball tras, the Kala Tuksham. And that Tuksham Katinyach, Lisa Robertson, I guess, Kudisha, Suez Kukel Miller in the path gap. Costa. Dash gaan jikli hier is. Bekennis minach edakal. Hearts. Je gaan de kruim gemaleerd heel hakken. Celtic veegen die fijne dash kunnen. Agus Noonan. le caramelas doch a bhfuil chanéal as bunde na má víist Ross go Kavanagh Ish reach the start of the sin son Paul Elange van go vaske de gluke dat gebuk sin kema krui a khashin sin kielo ha gevel harts zich bekken jeken in is falla van a game so gle agus we show kielo hu hiet game of Celtic de gaul as a league e decent hat het gaul the Champions League met ha nu 20 ach we show hier 3 punten we got the Kalas in the game hat het punten Kalas nu Hibs agus Rangers met ha ach hat fast geshow the hier 3 punten Kalas Kavanagh during je kry mine sin is toch er sin gar ma gede gewiss Celtic and Nijak a shane dat je game ka counts hier na sin kiel en a click it and a cart hat the game ag Eva lead in a 3 punten a chosnig as a game hier turus ha Celtic in a gaul as a league decent is Billy Hutchison 4 goedrumach sa click it the game a groeig a garm a Kayla Jardine a good Maria McEnany Trundian a geheen ach 3 punten morus an hartsak a tok al suas a league die eerste kude misnach en gluch het aan zijn squad ha Eva lead de viechen die hoek al agesan Elena Sadiku Blishuk doel moor giesje had de telefoingen Elikalas chase me season ha gewike natuurlijk huw gemmetje as a Champions League agus a kedui as a league agus as na koekpannen agus had na punten sin Elikalas agus Emma Brownlee le gade de huten skipper de carts agus Rachel Johnson le savoli ma faske de jede kuchach kielige ge de groom hart skreim ed huil of achke Shaik and Oriam 3 punten morus and hearts a hoon Celtic and Johnny